What's up, everybody? Wasn't really planning on making a video today, but it's my day off and some shit hit me, so I guess I will. I was watching a video by where is it? Already clicked off of it apparently. Anyway, his name's Solo TV 84, and the title of it, I'll put a link down below. Why is this being weird? YouTube has changed their shit yet again. Okay, I'll put a link down below when I get done making the video. It was this girl talking about what's wrong with dating nowadays. And towards the middle of it, towards the end, she kept saying, men are so immature. Men are so immature. Why are these guys so immature? And I've heard that a lot lately by a bunch of girls bitching and complaining about dating and men. And they always use the term immature. So I started to think about it. And I don't know if you will recall, and if you don't, go back and watch my very first video, and I talk about the definitions of success and ambition, um, and what they really mean. Because society and different people want to have different definitions for what it actually means. In that particular video, actually, just go watch it. Just go watch it. The same thing applies here with maturity. Um, so I actually had went out on a date with this girl quite a while back, and wasn't anything for me. I didn't find her attractive. It was blatantly obvious that she didn't take care of herself, like physically and mentally, by her appearance and by the way she talked, and she just seemed like a damn mess. And she was like early to mid 30s. Life didn't seem like it was going to improve too much for her. Let's just say that. Um, but I thought she was like fun to talk to, whatever, and a decent person. And then a while later, we were talking, and she was like, "Well, yeah, you just seem really immature." And I was like, "Well, actually, I kind of take that as a compliment. I don't want to be one of those old, cootie old fucks with the same schedule every single day that just life seems to have evacuated their soul post haste." But anyway, it made me think about it. And then hearing other girls keep saying immature and maturity and maturity, what are they looking for? Maturity. So I was like, you know what? I think the same thing applies, that these people have a different definition of maturity than what maturity actually is. If you look up maturity in the dictionary, it's going to say when an organism, Jesus Christ, hurricane, Pobre, they're going to say maturity is a state where an organism or a business has reached its optimum growth and stops expanding. If you take that as a definition of maturity, that sounds like a terrible quality to have in a person. So you want a person that stops learning, stops expanding, stops growing? Sounds awful. But that's not what they mean by security, obviously. So took it upon myself to approach several women and, hey, what do you mean by security? Like, what do you mean by maturity? What is your definition of maturity? And here's one of the things I got. Maturity to me is handling what is expected by societal standards at a certain age. As in, it changes with age and time. So what they mean by this, what was meant by this is the same girl that called me immature, and I take it even more as a compliment now. Um, that I want somebody who fits in with what society thinks they should be. Okay, that's numero uno. Forgive me, it's my day off. I have been drinking a little bit. Um, and then I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. Okay. And then she said, at my age, I would call a man mature if he had a stable career, a home, plans for future, reliable transportation. Okay. So, and then I was like, well, that seems more to me like the definition of stable man, stability. And she's like, well, yeah, I guess that is what it is. So the whole point here, and I talked to several women about it, and their maturity is all boiling down to the same thing. It's one, their worry of being with somebody that meets societal standards. Two, their worry of stability. Is he going to be able to take care of her? Which I understand that women want stability, right? But then at the same time, you're like, well, why do you need stability? Because you're stable on your own, right? Well, yeah, but it would be nice, and that way I know that I don't have to take care of him, which is fine. I get that. I get that. But what really gets me is the whole fitting in with society standards part of it. Not only the fact that when women use this term maturity, these women, not all, so don't get your fucking panties in a bunch and freak out, all you people. When these women are using that term maturity, they're not even using it in the correct frame or the correct meaning of the damn word. And I called her on that too, and she said, well, that's what it means to me. That's what it means to me. You can't just change what a word means because that's what it means to you. A word means something for a fucking reason, because if it didn't, then everything I said would be bullshit. It would make no sense. Um, but it made me think too of a lot of what Richard Grant talks about was NLP stuff is the power of language and what it carries with it, and how it can change the way you think. For like people that are like not emotionally intelligent will be like, I'm angry. Okay, yeah, you're angry, but why? Well, I'm just angry. But for the more emotional intelligent, they can be like, yeah, I feel angry. Why? Well, I feel slighted, or I feel abandoned, or I feel tricked, or deceived, or um, you know, there's anger, and then there's 8,000 different things that can make you angry. And if you go, okay, I'm feeling angry, and you stop there, you never really understand the root cause of what's going on in that emotional state and that whatever you're going through. But if you can dial down deeper and go, okay, well, yeah, I'm feeling angry. Why am I feeling angry? Because, you know, I feel like they tricked me. Then you can start to understand more. You can even go into that a little bit more. Why do I feel like they tricked me? Um, but it made me really think about the power of what he talks about and the power of words. But it's just I'm so tired of people using the wrong words for the wrong shit, um, and just haphazardly throwing it out as some kind of justification or meaning or something. For this instance, this girl called me immature, which, like, I didn't take it offensively because I kind of a little bit knew what she meant by that. Um, have my own place, have since I was, 18 years old. Run my own business, have my own car, everything I own here has been, gotten by me. You know what I mean? This whole everything I own and do is solely built by me. That's just in the physical sense of assets, maturity wise, in her opinion or whatever. Um, which I think is pretty goddamn good at the point of what I'm doing. Um, Not only that, my future growth is exponential. Um, However much I want it to be honest, at this point. And then we talk about emotional maturity too, which is part of maturity. And obviously, I can't even. I'm not even going to justify that one because I'm sorry, my emotional maturity surpasses almost all. So it's really just. I feel like what frustrates me about it is not only just spewing out this bullshit, but they're not looking at what they're really wanting. Rather than just going, well, I'm looking for a mature guy. No, look, let's be honest. Let's be honest here. You're looking for somebody that's stable. You're looking for somebody that does this and this. It's this broad brushstroke that I feel like women use to just write somebody off. And I don't know what it is with women, but they do seem to get an enjoyment out of writing people off for some reason. Um, and it's just it's baffling to me because this girl was in her mid to early 30s. I mean, to be bluntly honest, she was not very attractive at all. Overweight, had basically a bullshit job, like a $30,000 a year bullshit receptionist job. Um, she, come on, had a decent car, nothing special. There was nothing about her that would exude I deserve a man that is very successful and attractive and emotionally mature and a go-getter. To be bluntly honest, I mean, I don't mean that to be cruel to her. I'm just saying that this girl did not deserve, I think, what she was thinking that she deserved. There was definitely like some kind of dissonance there. And I see that a lot with a bunch of girls, honestly. They think they deserve this super special model millionaire. I got news for you guys. The super special model millionaire is not going for you. He's going for the super special model millionaire girls. Like, people seek their own level. Um, and that's what I don't understand. It's this gap in between the thinking of women of what they deserve and what they actually, you know, their value is. And I'm not, y'all are gonna take that the wrong way. I already fucking know it, but fuck it, deal with it. That's your problem. If your value is on a scale of 8, you deserve an 8. If your value is a 6, you deserve a 6. You don't see no damn 6 getting a 10. That's not just physical, that's encompassing all of it: your intelligence, your looks, your finances, your ambition, everything, everything, everything. You, these girls these days are so fucking disillusioned in what they think they deserve. It just baffles me. Now I've had times in my life where I thought I deserved more than I did. Sure, why not? But eventually, over time, you start to level that out. And be like, okay, yeah, I might have been reaching a little bit too far there. That was a little bit too low. But you level out, and I would expect by your mid 30s that you would kind of have a rough idea of what you deserve as a person, or what a what a good match as far as all those things would be for you. But they don't. And I'm not just trying to harp on this one girl. She was just a really good example of it. I mean, I've seen this with tons and tons and tons of women they're waiting around thinking waiting for this special guy that they think they're going to get. And the next thing they know, they're in their mid 30s. They're post ball. They're going downhill fast physically. Their success rate and health rate of having a baby is declining rapidly, and they're sitting there jaded, pissed off as fuck, and wondering why they couldn't find a guy. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to see this shit. Now, I'm not gonna harp only on women for that. I see men do that too. Men that have way too high standards for what they are. I see it all the time. And yes, like I said, I've been guilty of this before too, and somewhat still am. But I at least self-reflect and look into, hey, maybe you're being a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, she's got a little bit of extra weight. That's that's okay. 4 years ago, I'd be like extra weight. I'd be like, oh shit, fuck no. Now it's like, yeah, a little bit extra weight. I'm not exactly like Mr. Superman over here either. I mean, I'm in shape, but Jesus, I'm not perfect. It's just these people just, oh, you gotta get like reality. Back to fucking reality, people. Reality is the definition of the word for what it means. Reality is the situation for what it is. The problem with all these fucking people nowadays is all of them are living in this fucking dream world where they can make words mean whatever they want it to mean, and they can have whoever the fuck they think they want to have, and not a single one of these fucking person or people is getting back to reality and looking at the situation for what it fucking actually is. It's just, I can't. I don't know why that's so hard. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and I hope all you women didn't get your panties in too much of a bunch, which I'm sure you did. Where is Pobe? There she is. Sneaking up on Boo. That giant crash earlier was them colliding together and then falling off the table into a box. Anyway, enjoy. Talk to you later.